Hey guys, Mackenzie here. Back in February, I uploaded my very first video to YouTube, um, and it was a cover of Never Grow Up by Taylor Swift, which is a really great song. I love it. But it was funny because the first two videos that I ever put up is before I figured out how to kind of like work on the audio and fix that. So it doesn't really match with my mouth, like the song, but it sounds okay. But once I learned how to do that, so I figured it out. Um, but anyway, I actually just got a request on the video to make a tutorial on how to play it. So I'm pretty excited about that. It seemed very urgent. I never gotten a request to do tutorials, so I'm totally open to that. If you see a song that you wanna learn, I can show you how I play it, my versions of it. So yeah, this is Never Grow Up by Taylor Swift. I can play you a little bit of it, just to give you the idea of how it should sound. Don't be scared away. It might be a little. It's hard to learn it at first because the finger picking is a little hard to do while you're singing. But I will teach you. I will do my best to go step by step through it. So here it is. This is how it should kind of sound. Now I know that's not exactly how the song is, but it's just similar to it. But first of all, you're gonna want to capo it at the first fret. The 7th fret, because I can count. 7th fret here, and that's your first step. Now you're gonna want to know those core chords, those 4 that make up the song pretty much, which are G, C add 9, E minor 7, and D. And I'm assuming that you know how to play them because those are pretty much simple chords. But if not, I can put a little something in the description on how to where the finger placement. But yeah, so once you have those 4 down, you know those are the ones that are going to be used in the song. Different orders, of course, but at different parts. So let's start. I can try to show you my little finger picking part. So it's going to start off, I'm going to be counting up from the bottom, string 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what you're going to do is start off by, this is the sound that you want, that first little thing. So it's going to start off with your fingers in G, and you're going to start off this 6th string, 3rd fret here, 4th string, 3rd string, 6, 4, 3. These 2 are open, 4 and 3 are open. So it's just 6, 4, 3. That's how it should sound. Now, these fingers down here are going to stay in the same position. The only finger that's going to move, you're going to switch from this middle finger to the pointer, and the 2nd fret, 6th string here. Right? I hope you could see my strings. So once you do that, I'm going to move it over to the 2nd fret. Down here, the 3rd and the 2nd here. Strings, that is. So 6, 4, 3, 6, 3, 2. So it's going to sound like that. You can go very slow if you want, but kind of practice those and see how it flows there. And the good thing about this is you can rewind as much as you want so that you can get it. I can adjust the camera a little bit here. So rewind as much as you want so you get it right. Okay? And then what you're going to do with this pointer, it's bring it down here to this 4th string right here. See that? And pluck that. So when you move this from here, you're going to move it down to the 4th string, 2nd fret. So it's going to be a little something like, and you're going to pluck that open string here. Go down to where you put your finger here, down at this 4th one. And it's going to be like the same one we did with the 4 and the 3. But the only difference is they're not open. This one, your finger's going to be here on this 4th string. So you go from here. Okay? So open, and that's where you are. So I'm kind of looking at it like different movements. It's kind of going from chord to chord, like a second. Now the next step you're going to move that pointer finger down 1 string. So it sounds like that. So when you go from here, this open, once you move it down, 3rd string here, and lift your finger so you get that little effect there. Okay? So you go from here, open string here, lifting that finger. So I hope that made some sense there. So you start here, G, so that would be the 3rd string up here. So you have that sound. And then you're going to go over to your C add 9 and kind of play around with it. You can kind of go do your own thing. So once you go from that, that would be the 3rd string. Go to D and you can just kind of that. So it's kind of this movement here. If you were to play it like that. So it's going to be a little something like, so that's, once you get that down, that is the main part of the song. Again, it's going to take a lot of practice to really coincide it. Yeah, so I hope I didn't confuse you too much with that. But once you go from there, you kind of have your little hands wrapped around my finger, and it's so quiet in the world tonight. Your little eyelids flutter 'cause you're dreaming, so I tuck you in, turn on your favorite night light. Now from there, it's gonna be that kind of bridge, or not bridge, like a pre-chorus. You're gonna take it to the C add 9 and you're just gonna pluck like that. Just these 4 strings, excluding the 1st string down here. To you, everything is funny. Gonna go over to E minor and do the same thing. You got nothing to regret, 'cause all I have, honey, and pluck the same strings. If you could stay like that, but with the D. And then you're going to go right back to what we had been working on. Oh, darling, don't you ever go, don't you ever go, stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever go, don't you ever go, it could stay this simple. And you're going to do that thing again. Won't let nobody hurt you, won't let no one break your heart. And it's gonna be like that. No one will desert you. And then that D. Just try to never grow up. And you're gonna do that again. It's very... like it's just the same thing. So, like I said, once you have it down, you're gonna get... it's like the verses and the choruses. That's what that is. Now, you're going to do that with the first verse, the second verse, and now we're going to move on to the bridge. And now you're going to just strum these. So it's going to be like, take pictures in your mind. So it's going to go from C add 9 to G, and I just messed with my... take pictures in your mind of your childhood. Now D. Ooh. Memorize what it sounded like when Dad gets home. Yeah, so, and then you're just gonna do that right until you get, I just realized everything I have is someday gonna be gone. You're gonna go back to that right till the end, and once it kind of starts building up towards that end part, kind of wish I'd never grown up. Oh, you're gonna just kind of strum where you put your fingers when you were picking them. So it's kind of like a, oh, I don't wanna grow up, wish I'd never grown up, could still be little. Oh, I don't wanna grow up, wish I'd never grown up, could stay this simple. So you're just gonna do that just once it has that build. Never grow up, but it's gonna be something like that. But yeah, just continue to work on that and practice, and practice singing it and playing it at the same time. And I really hope this helped, and I really hope I'm not a terrible teacher. But yeah, that's the gist of how to play Never Grow Up by Taylor Swift. So I will see you guys later.